Hello everyone, welcome back to David at Go to Hobbies. Sorry it's a bit awkward in here, but this is my cab, my truck driver's home as such. So I'm going to try and position myself so I can sort of have that bed without banging my head on it. So the reason for the video is to talk to you about skills of a truck driver, what you need to know, some do's and don'ts, and what makes a good driver, what makes a bad driver, the whole package as such. And I suppose it really boils down to you, really, at the end of the day. Why are you doing it? You're not me, I'm not you. But the problem being is this: I've been doing it 41 years, and I think I know just a little bit. And I want to pass my skills on to you. That's if you're willing to learn and listen and question me and generally want to know more. Now, I'm not perfect by any standards. I make mistakes like any person. But the difference, what I'd like to say is, I think I know now the difference between right and wrong. What to do, what not to do, how to manage my attitude, and so on and so forth. How to avoid getting into a confrontation and try to keep the vehicle in good condition. Pardon me. Here's an example, right? I used to drive a tipper truck, and from never driving a tipper truck to driving a tipper truck, it's quite a daunting thing, really. And so I've got all this going on in my head, all this I have to remember about this, that, and the other, right? And it was virtually my first week out on my own, and I got this, it was a man, excuse me, and it got the same sort of gear selector as this staff, and that is you turn it for forward, turn it for reverse, basically forwards, backwards. And I'm doing planings, road planings. That is where they take the surface of the road off and they scrape it off, and that goes into the back of the tipper truck. So you got to go forward when they say go forward, like when they say go forward, backwards when they say backwards, and so on and so forth. Not only that, you got to watch what weight is in the vehicle's back, and how you do that is you lift your body up slightly, and it will work the calculations. They've got a weight gauge in the cab. It tells you the weight. In the old days, we used to do it on the hydraulic ram. There used to be a gauge on there, and as the pressure built up, it'd give you a pressure, and by that you could work how much weight you've got in there. It's a lot easier nowadays. And what you have to do is judge it, say about a ton before you have to stop, and you say bib the horn, right? And they say okay, but the time you tell them to stop, and that stops going in the back of your truck, is a bit of a time lag. So you've got to allow that bit of weight difference between you saying stop and that going resting in the truck. So it's that sort of knowledge what I'm trying to do is try not to yawn, because it's getting late in the day for me, to pass on those tips and tricks that I've learned and try to help you, because we're not infallible. We make mistakes. It's part and parcel of the job. You can't help it. Try not to make too big ones. That's the thing, isn't it? And crunch the vehicle or squash someone. As a truck driver, you have a lot of responsibility, not only for your load, for your own safety and other people's safety. You've got a duty of care. So it's about all that, but not only that, it's not letting your attitude get the better of you. Is it easier said than done? Sometimes. So what I'm going to start doing is make videos on certain things. Sometimes I go off on a tangent and I just waffle on. I apologise. That's David for you. But I'll try and make videos on a specific subject, say load security, how to find out if your fifth wheel's engaged properly and stuff like that. And it depends if you're driving a rigid or an Arctic, wagon and drags and stuff like that. All these different things. I've got a lot of skills I've learnt over the years, and that is covers a vast subject. It's not only weather conditions, it's time of day. You've got to not only do that, you've got to manage your emotions. You've got the wife, you've got the kids, you've got your pets. All these things go into the pot as such, and you've got to deal with that. Now, as I said, it's easier said than done, but as a professional driver, what you've got to learn is a skill is to shut your emotions off when you're driving. You give your driving 110%. Don't let your attitude, your ego, or other people's egos affect you. Don't want to be in front of them. It's easier said than done. I know, I've been there, I've done it, okay? Don't think sitting on my sandbox and saying this, that and the other, and I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm afraid I do. So, here we go. And if you are a night out driver, I don't like the word tramping. I won't use it. It's the only time I'm going to use it, and that's then. I don't like the name. Eddie Stobart brought it up. I don't, as far as I know, I've been told. I don't know how true it is. And I don't like the name, so I won't use it. But night out drivers, like myself, there's things you need to take with you. Things you need with you. The basic stuff and all that. I've said in the past videos about doing truck driving in the respect of it's not a job for you, it's more aggravation it's worth. But I'll tell you something now, there's more young people driving nowadays than I've ever seen before, especially the company I work for. Very good company though. Like any job, you have your good days, you have your bad days. Today was a good day. Right, I started off up in Derbyshire, drove down to Bury St Edmunds, done a delivery, went to Braintree, done a collection, and now I'm at Southend-on-Sea. I've got a delivery in the morning, then I'll collect from Welwyn Garden City and take it up to Leicestershire. which is not a bad day. If I can get tips and get a reload somewhere, perfect. But I want to tell you about my life experiences, and hopefully if you interact with me and leave some comments, the things that you're not knowledgeable on, the information that you seek, you need. It's just like doing roping and sheeting. You know, how many of you know how to do a dolly knot? How many of you done roping and sheeting? Which way do you put the sheets on, and so on and so forth? Yeah? All these little things. How to, you know, strap a load. Different types of loads. Steel, tubes, coils. I haven't done coil. I've done sheet and I've done tubes. I've done bars. I've done timber, high value loads, all sorts of stuff. I haven't really done a lot of extended loads. I don't particularly want to. I haven't got hazardous goods, but I might be going through it. But there's a whole 41 years of experience that I'd like to share with you. As I say, if you've got any questions or anything like that, or you want to seek a bit of information on something like that, let me know in the comments below. Hopefully you'll find the videos helpful. I'm thinking of making up separate playlists. So yeah, hopefully these videos will help you. Essentials for like going out and doing nights away. Truck cleaning. How do you sounds easy, doesn't it? Clean your truck. I was a professional valeter. I clean trucks for a living, so I know what I'm talking about. What chemicals you can use and stuff like that. So yeah, I won't go on too much more. So the simple little things we overlook, and if I can share with you those basic skills and intermediate skills and advanced skills, then you will become a better driver. You will become a skilled driver. Yes, it's all very well taking that license and passing that test, but you've just been taught how to pass the test. Now the big question comes is, are you ready for the next stage of becoming a HGV driver and making it a career? Well, if you are, you've come to the right place. Leave a comment down below. Please like, share and subscribe. See you soon. Thank you.